Come on, Spotify, where are you?
Oh, that's good.
Watermelon sugar, high watermelon sugar, high watermelon sugar, high watermelon sugar,
Somebody's been
high.
listening to Energy 106. I know because that's what we have on at the job site, and it makes for a weird fucking environment.
Yeah, I can imagine. Watermelon sugar, high watermelon sugar, high. Fuck you, Jared. High watermelon sugar,
Jared?
high.
Is my mind broken? 'Cause I can't start something new. Everyone's counting on me, but my mind's broken and I'm left sorting it through. Is this how I'm designed? I'm highly conflicted, my mind got me feeling like I'm just a copy. Got a lot written down, but nothing is sticking. I'm thinking I need a new hobby. Now what is the point if I have no direction? A lot of my plate and I'm feeling the tension. Mentally drained cause I'm over obsessing. I'm letting them down, I hate the rejection. I hate the rejection, but I ain't about stopping. My mental wisdom, though my thoughts can be toxic. This life got me thinking about love and the pain. I think that I'm broken, I'm going insane. Mind broken 'cause I can't start something new. Everyone's counting on me, but my mind's broken and I'm left sorting it through. Is this how I'm not immune to the abuse. That's why I'm standing here with nothing left to lose. I can't begin to comprehend where I went wrong on letting you sink in. Could I believe how you deceive? You be you doesn't mean that I should leave. You let me go and never know how anyone could get this low. Can't replace all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken, but I can only wish you well when I am the one you've abandoned, and I'm not about to let myself come undone. I can never cry from the way I stand up tall, let it all drift away, remembering the best in me. How can I live, be able to forget? I refuse to still be suffering, be the strongest I have ever been. Can't replace all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken, but I can only wish you well when I am the one you've abandoned, and I'm not about to let myself come undone. Look how far I have come. I'm not alone. I'll carry on. I won't be Don't let it destroy.
I'm Mac.
And I'm Kevin.
And COVID is still a thing.
Yes, it is.
Over the headphones.
Well, yeah, obviously. This is what you need to do to stay safe, guys. There's just one problem with this.
What's that?
Can't drink beer.
Well, you can.
Really? Really? This?
You can barely tell.
Oh God.
Anyway, you can totally drink
hey,
beer
I
through
like
a
your,
mask. You just soak
I like
the
your
mask and
shirt.
suck it through. Oh, thanks.
No, Kevin's shirt.
Thank you.
I can't see Kevin's shirt.
No.
I don't have
Timeless
double
craft beer.
Come on. Do the thing. Hold on, I have to adjust my camera.
I gotta look at Kevin's shirt.
Real,
Uh,
real professionals over here.
Shane doesn't.
MH Brew Co.
Shane doesn't compliment Kevin lightly.
No, that's very true.
There we go.
Nothing like that.
Now we're all the same size, and everything on the
Okay.
screen.
I don't know. I feel like Mac's the thinnest.
Well, like physically, yes.
What? Yeah, but I mean, just like on the screen.
Yeah. So, yeah, still out in the hat, enjoying premium Med
Tell
Hat
from the
beer.
old China cabinet behind you.
This is what's that?
I could tell from the old China cabinet behind you.
Yeah, that's this is actually a photo of me up there. You can see top left. No big deal.
The big one.
No, no photo
Kind
of
of the
Winston
Hall of
though.
Fame.
So no photo of Winston. So I'm like, what's even the point?
Well, there's a cat that lives here.
So you're saying is that in the whole scheme of pictures on the wall, is that you are more important than the cat?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really like my house. Where the pets are like on top.
So
Yeah, this is definitely on top
This
there.
is so good. This creamsicle beer, holy crap, man.
Oh, gross.
didn't
It's good, Mac. It's
I don't
really good.
believe you.
wasn't that
No,
one of the
no.
beers that won an award for the CBAs?
Oh, probably. It's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, people.
Absurd amount of real fruit purees. Yeah, so they probably don't make a lot of money on it.
Is it absurd?
That's what it says.
Yeah,
Tastes
probably.
like fruit.
Probably isn't. Yeah, it probably is an absurd amount.
Oh yeah, yeah. They wouldn't be making anything on it.
So, what do you guys got up to in the last 2 weeks since we last spoke?
You know, just been working, shut down life.
When's the old shutdown supposed to end?
2 days.
Not bad.
Then what? You back home?
Yeah, then back up to Calgary and then right into some more work after that. Be a
Good.
bit of a sprint. Yeah, so as far as the show goes, I'll be doing pretty long days, so unlikely I'll be here at the start of the show. I'll probably just roll in and jump in kind of halfway to 2/3 through.
You could just do what I do and say no.
No, that's no.
That's not what this man is about.
No. That is not what I'm about.
Ridiculous.
Never say no.
Always say no. I love saying no. It's my favorite thing to say.
No,
Yeah,
no,
well,
no,
you
no.
know, we're different that way.
I love the look in people's eyes when I say no.
Speaking of saying no, PlayStation 5, no thank you.
Yeah, I agree. No, thank you. It's so expensive.
It's,
You know how expensive that is? It's so expensive.
What it's
Oh.
$630 for the normal, and I think then it's like $550 or $520 or something like that for the digital only version or some shit.
digital
No, that's-
only.
Yeah, you can't own a digital PlayStation. That's not a thing.
That's what everybody's doing. Everybody's
You
doing.
wouldn't download a car.
I mean, you could now.
People still say that. Is that still a thing?
No, only,
I
that's
don't know.
that's like a boomer.
It's a classic commercial.
It
It's
is
like an original
absolutely.
anti-piracy thing. That turns out you can download a car because
How much space? How much space is on that
Probably a
the new
terabyte.
PlayStation?
That's a, I don't know. See, I didn't even look up the specs because I'm so uh, not interested.
It's probably a terabyte.
No, I don't think so. If they're gonna compete with the box.
Well, because last time they went, when the PlayStation 3 when it launched, I think it was a 250 gigabyte hard drive, and then later went up to 500, and the PlayStation 4 started at 500 and moved up to a terabyte. So,
Okay.
via the scientific method.
Okay, well, I don't know how this works, but I know that the Xbox is going to have 12 teraflops.
Yeah, well, they don't have any games, so what are you going to use that for? Porn?
They have all the games.
They have 3 games.
So you said Xbox is going to have 12 teraflops?
Flops, yeah. I don't even know what that is.
That's basically that's how many processes or how many actions or whatever that it can do in a second.
Nothing to do with storage.
No.
Oh, well, that's what they're talking
there you
about.
Go. There
I don't
you go,
even,
Shane.
that's what I said. I
No.
don't even know what it is.
Teraflops
It's so
is
advanced, I don't even know what it
teraflops is how many decisions and everything get made in a second, basically, or how many like actions in the
Bro,
processor.
I'm still running on bytes.
All I know is I bought a new game system 6 years ago, and it still works, so I don't need another one.
All right, that's fair. Oh yeah, apparently there's tiny little 1 terabyte inserts that you stick into it. Wow, they're like the size
Memory
of
cards,
yeah,
like PlayStation
like a
2 used to
camera,
have.
like a
So they're going
camera
back in
sized
time.
one, but it's a terabyte, but it's in like a little tiny.
Internal storage for the PS5 is 825 gigabyte SSD.
Wow.
Sweet.
So basically, it is a terabyte SSD, but the
OS.
the OS just takes up 175 gigabytes.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
A little bit.
That's because it's built for gaming.
Well,
Not meant to
I
be
mean-
entertainment center.
because I bet you
You're
a
not
lot of
even
it is.
gonna be able to like understand. Your brain's not going to be understanding what's coming on the screen anyway at this point.
I bet you it's more like. Actually, you know what? I bet you a bunch of that is virtual memory too, not necessarily all the OS, and that's what it has to be able to, to process that fast. Just has a bunch of extra virtual memory, right? I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't electronics.
I don't know. It's telling me it has a split motherboard. I don't know what that means either.
I don't know.
Well,
As
it means
But it sounds
It means
slick.
just 2 pieces.
PC Master Race as far as I'm concerned. So
Well, that's why the Xbox is so good. It's made by Microsoft.
It doesn't have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater though.
Oh, the whole thing is a giant vortex of cooling. That's why it's shaped like that. Oh, that's interesting.
do you remember when Apple?
Are you guys looking at the specs right now?
No,
Oh,
no,
well-
Mac. I have this all memorized.
You cunt.
As the screen obviously just fucking changed because you just flipped back.
well, for sure.
Anyway, so
Nobody's watching this on YouTube. You don't know.
There's one guy.
at least one so far. Hey, go out. Tell your friends. Have a little party in our chat
Yes.
here.
Go door to door.
Hey, you guys want to watch this this shitty podcast where these guys just talk about bullshit for an hour and a half?
And drink.
Y'all want to watch a podcast?
Y'all want to watch a podcast?
Put that shit away. Oh, what is that baby sip? You're better than
It's
that.
good.
I refuse to
really
accept
good.
that. No, try again. No.
What was that? It was a bottle,
Work
but
tomorrow.
bottle of what?
Well, now you gotta show it again.
Spice box? Oh, instant heartburn.
Show it again.
This is why. This is why I don't do
Because
this.
you didn't take a big enough swig.
Instant.
Try again. I refuse to accept that little baby sip.
Well, you know.
What? Show
craft
me.
beer.
Show me this bottle. I can't see the bottle.
It's
Spice
I
box.
think we should just
spice
leave it
whiskey.
like this. My screen looks better this way.
It's a bottle wearing
Screenshot that.
Please welcome our new co-host.
Whiskey bottle.
Mr. Whiskey Bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Usually he's just behind the scenes.
Do we have to refer to it as sir?
Yeah, probably.
Sir Whiskey Bottle?
Or Esquire, perhaps.
Doesn't Esquire only refer to like lawyers?
No, I'm pretty sure it can refer to anybody who's an Esquire.
I don't know what that is.
Esquire.
Well, it's
Oh,
what?
Oh no, lawyers, and is irrespective of gender. Oh, in the U.S. Okay, but what about the rest of the English-speaking world? A young nobleman who, in training for knighthood, acted as an attendant to a knight. Yeah,
a squire.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Squire.
Esquire. Yeah, get out of here, America.
I was making shit up.
Yeah, nobody cares what you say.
Oh, so no, because
Especially with your tariffs.
well, they never used to say Esquire, right? It was always "Where's my squire?" Squire, right? And then I think over time, then it became a squire, and then when they actually like eventually wrote it out, it was Esquire.
It's definitely a formerly French word that's been.
I'm pretty sure the
anglicized.
last time I watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, it was just Squire.
Yeah, but it is
Is
written
that
as
the
Esquire now.
definitive? That's the definitive thing, or what?
Yeah, they were there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. I see your point.
It was an excellent adventure.
It was. You guys seen the new one?
No, not
No.
yet. I've told it's actually fairly good.
Yeah, it's Bill and Ted. I can't wait to watch it.
I probably won't see it.
You?
I don't see movies anymore.
I have to go. Actually, I want to go see Tenet. That's really what I want to go see. But
You
Like-
know what? Here's the thing about movies. They take up too much mental space.
You were pumped every time we watched a movie.
Yeah, well, I used to have time and mental space for movies, but no more.
If your headphones weren't so fucking tight.
What do you mean if my headphones weren't so tight? My headphones are fine.
Squishing your head.
What?
speaking of squishing that head, I'm squishing
Hey,
your head.
This is
I'm
a
squishing your head. Sorry. Kids in the Hall. Actually, I saw Kids in the Hall
Can we
live.
promise that we're not going to do another bracket?
Not well.
last
Do
time?
you mean just like in general or today?
Just like last time. Oh,
I
it was a
liked- I
terrible
liked it
bracket.
last time. It was great. I had a blast.
I have nothing prepared.
Thank God.
Well, you didn't like it?
Or did the questions
It
just
wasn't
like make
for
you
me.
uncomfortable?
Just, wasn't for me.
Wait, let's dive deeper into this. Why wasn't it for you? It was just not.
didn't find it entertaining.
Is Shane playing with his studio lighting or what's?
I'm
You
just, I'm sending over a couple photos for you, Mac, because I feel like you need to see them, and I have the moment right now to take a picture of them. So there
How
you go.
much am I gonna hate this?
No, you're gonna like them. They're photos of Old St. John's. NFLD.
Oh yeah, there you go.
St. John, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
I want
You
those.
can't tell from the pictures, but the people are talking funny.
Bring those to me. Those are mine now.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've ran into a newfie? I mean, I'm sure you.
Today.
I was gonna say for
Last
you, I'm sure like 45 minutes ago, but
Every day that I'm on a large job site.
Does my father count?
No.
no, it has to be another newfie.
Oh, then yeah, last week.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wait, when's the last time you saw your papa?
Would have been
Last week.
no on the weekend.
It feels like that could have been a week ago. I don't know.
It's not. It's
it's
only
f-
Tuesday.
it's
It's
f-
Wednesday.
right. It's felt like a long week so far, and I'm just
Tell
like,
me about it.
man, all I want to do, like as soon as I wake up, is just crawl back into bed. and be like, you know what?
I haven't really had that. The weather's been nice. It's been cold. It's been like 18.
What? It was a
Beautiful.
high of 12 today,
Oh yeah.
and
Perfect work
But here it was 8, high of 8.
was it high of 8? I thought it was high of 12.
This morning they called for a high of 8. I don't think I really checked
Yeah, it was
much, but it definitely felt like 8.
Yeah, it was 20 degrees today.
Yeah, and pretty much
Wow.
every time when you go to work, it's like 3 degrees maybe.
Oh yeah, it gets sweater weather.
It's gonna be 30 on Friday.
I'm okay with this nice cooler temperature.
That's not all of Alberta though. That's just Medicine hot.
Well, I think it's supposed to get at least in Winnipeg, it's supposed to warm back up for a couple weeks, but
Yeah, it was a hot fall.
Yeah, it certainly feels like fall in the morning. That's for sure. You get the frost on the windshield. You got the, fucking neighbor down the street is
I
ripping
haven't
down.
seen any frost yet.
Oh, really?
we only had one frost warning last week. But look at
We had a
this.
frost warning.
So
Yeah, but on the windshield though.
Did we still have those? Are they still warning people about frost in Winnipeg? Who's
Yeah,
surprised by frost in Winnipeg?
The farmers always.
Who goes outside and says, "Why didn't anyone tell me?" They
Farmers.
fucking see frost in Winnipeg. Like, it's not a shock.
no,
Farmers.
yeah,
Farmers have the almanac. They know better than all of us.
No, they don't.
yeah, because the almanac just is gonna tell you exactly when frost starts.
No, they
Yeah.
get a different almanac than everybody else. They get a magical one that has a mouth in it. You open it up and they all frost at you.
Okay. That sounds
And
like
you
it's
check
straight out of
outside,
Harry
you're
Potter.
like, I was right.
But what if they forget to open it up and then they go outside and they're like, frost, fuck.
Well, they're shitty farmers.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it's just like, it's a crazy swing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a 20-degree swing during the day. So you start off in the morning with the hoodie on.
Is that accounting for shade?
Probably not. So you start off in the morning with a hoodie on, and then by 2 o'clock, you're like baking alive in your coveralls. And it's, well, no, the hoodie's long gone by then, but just stuck in the coveralls. It's 30 degrees. Like,
And I'm looking at the forecast right now, and the temperature swing from high to low is literally like 10 degrees almost every day. That's it.
ugh.
It was supposed to rain today, too.
There was a little bit of
How-
the streets were wet this morning when I woke up, so I think it rained last night.
How
Well,
old
'cause
are we right now? Are we 80? Why are we just talking about the weather?
Because it's interesting.
Because we're getting old, that's why.
Anyway, my Google tells me what the weather forecast is at 4 o'clock every morning when I wake up, and it called for rain.
I'm sure it does. I would not be awake to hear
It does. And then I ate oatmeal and bran and drank a pot of coffee.
it. Nice.
All before you leave the house.
Yeah, that sounds right. I haven't been getting up too terribly early. We've had a pretty late start time at this place, so that's been okay.
What do you fancy as a late start time? I think Mac froze.
7:30.
here I am.
He's back. 7:30.
That's not bad. Yeah.
It's a late. That is a late start.
Well, usually start time 7 anywhere I go. Unless it's
Yeah.
I don't know. I think one site starts at 6:30. I might be getting sent to that site soon, and I'm dreading it. Like,
That's the
a
no
lot.
fun site, right? That's the start at 6:30. No music, no phones, no.
Why is
Nothing.
that the no fun site? Because of the start time?
No, because it's no fun. And oh yeah,
Fun
Who's
allowed.
the general?
A
Can the
company?
general fly?
yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say that the general is this animal. I'm like, wait, that's a little too specific.
Yeah. Does the general fly?
Yep.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
I understand.
So, yeah, it's one of those super strict things so Shane, when you arrive on site, do you have to do a questionnaire?
Strip searched.
Basically strip searched.
We're not talking voluntary things.
Strip searched.
Yeah, so on this site it is you have to show up, and if you have any two of the COVID symptoms, you immediately have to leave site, and you cannot return until you show them your clean COVID test. Twin City Lager, nice.
Yeah, we've got MH Brewco. We've got sanitize in, swipe in, 7 questions or something, temperature, retinal scan, and then carry on in.
I do service, so I don't usually see people.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't work anyways.
And what's the other
Great
thing?
employment, like economic driver, though. You got to pay all these people, and cleaning companies are probably doing very well right now.
Janitor's doing great.
Yeah, I can see that. Who else is probably making it at absolute? Oh, the temporary sign and sticker people. Those people are making tons.
Very well. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Who else?
Or
Any sellers of safety equipment? More than usual, I would say.
Mackmore.
Actually, well, it does. I mean, it's not really related, but there's also becoming a lot of shortages for multiple different things. Weird things, though. It's like, what is it? There's a plastic bottle shortage because everybody's just trying to snap them all up in order to be able to sell hand sanitizer.
A plastic bottle shortage.
Yeah, that's one shortage that I heard of recently. I recently just saw today actually that there's a mason jar shortage for people who are
canning.
For
Those
people who are
jars
canning
for the Masons,
right? And then there's also the aluminum shortage too, which doesn't help. So for like the beverage industry, there is actually, I'm pretty sure it's actually diet. So if you go to the store, it's very, very rare.
Diet aluminum?
No, not diet aluminum.
What's
Sorry,
diet
like
aluminum?
no diet, like for a diet soft drinks. Hey guys, I'm a semi-professional podcast guy. Anyway, so if you go to Costco or you go to Walmart or any of the shopping centers, chances are you will not be able to see 12 packs of cans of any sort of diet sodas because there's a can shortage.
Really?
Yeah.
There probably wouldn't be a shortage of aluminum if the U.S. didn't try to charge us out the ass for it.
So the U.S. recently, actually, a little piece of news that
there's been some. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, yesterday the U.S. backed down on their aluminum tariffs threats. So
Of course they did.
Good.
They just know that we'll sell it to China.
yeah. Although we should be selling it to literally anybody else.
What makes you say that?
Because the Chinese are bad.
Okay.
Dirty
Yeah.
commies.
We know that they don't like democracy. Shout out to our friends in Hong Kong.
Better dead than red.
Better dead than red. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like some Wolverine shit right there.
Thanks for joining the party there, Nathan Parker.
The real Nathan Parker.
I will be the judge of that.
Yeah, that is too bad though. About the Hong Kong thing.
What's happening in Hong Kong?
This is an interesting text.
Like, that's been
is
going on
2
for,
inches good?
It depends on.
Whose 2 inches is it?
Yeah, it depends how.
No, who does the 2 inches belong? That's a big 2 inches, Shane.
Is it like 2 inches of tolerance? Because 2 inches of tolerance is not good.
Oh,
That
we'll
right
be
there is
interested
plumber's
in
tolerance.
What's that?
Stickers.
Oh.
2-inch stickers?
I think 3-inch would be better.
No, too big for hard hats.
2.5 inches.
1.5 to 2.
Are we discussing business live on YouTube?
Well, the people want to know. So this has been like teased for long enough, I think. The stickers.
Observe as we continue to not have stickers.
I don't know. I don't have any measuring device, so I can't. And I obviously can't pull my penis
Just
out.
use
on,
the
on
old
thing.
Mark 1 eyeball.
If you do this with your pinky right here, your second knuckle is really close to 1 inch.
Sam.
So that's 2 inches. Yeah, okay, two by two. That seems about right.
They're coming in the circle, so
Perfect.
So diameter.
yeah. Dia.
Full dia. Sweet.
Big D.
So there you go, listeners. It's happening. It's finally happening.
Yep, shit's happening. Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
I lost my beer.
Where'd your beer go?
I put it with the rest of the empty ones.
How's that Teeling Irish whiskey treating you?
It's gone.
Oh, wow.
Why would it not be?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Nathan on this one. COVID is the reason that we don't have stickers.
There's a lot of reasons why we don't have stickers.
COVID, though, mostly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, did I ever give a shout out to Jeremy Dahlman, one of our faithful listeners?
You did not.
So I meant to do it a while ago.
I do not recall.
I meant to do it like 3 or 4 episodes ago, but Jeremy Dahlman, also known as Sparky Sherm on the old Instagram.
Oh yeah,
Sparky Sherm.
He recently got his on August 21st. Yeah, August 21st. He posted that he got his ticket. So congratulations to Sparky Sherm.
That's awesome. The real learning begins.
Now for the next ticket.
Get out of jail free card is gone. Hey, whoa. That's enough of that. This is a COVID-free podcast.
For now.
Boot him. Can we boot him? Can we vote to boot him?
I don't know. There's 3 of us. He's hosting the stream, though, so
Yeah.
that could be problematic.
I don't know if you noticed, but I also put up my hand.
Leave the room.
Voted
Leave the
himself
room.
in. Yeah, well, you know.
One for all and all for one. Oh, what are we voting on? Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you're a company man.
Fuck, somebody called me a company man earlier, and I was just like, I was
You
looking around.
are a company man.
No, I was looking around like,
Absolutely you are.
what around here can I steal to prove that I'm not a company man? So I walked up to the cart, I grabbed a single Moret, put it in my pocket, and I walked away. Company man my ass. Taking this
You
home.
know you're gonna pull that Moretto using on company time.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
did-
he's
I
gonna
did,
walk down the hall and put it into wherever it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I did like an hour later. I was like, oh, I need one more Moret. Oh, here it is. Way to go.
Company man.
Lies.
So you guys, here's a question for you. Kind of talking trades related here. Do you guys ever get searched?
No,
What?
Do you get searched?
never.
Where
I've
and
never
how?
been searched.
Like coming and going from your work site? Do you get
Well,
searched?
Oh, okay. No, I've been searched by the cops.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, but I mean like just coming in and
I
out of
know
your
what
work site.
Oh,
No.
God, why would I get searched going to work?
I've never worked at the Mint, so it's never been a thing that I've had to worry about.
Well,
Wait,
I've
that's
never
a lie.
worked into either, but
I've
I have
worked
been searched many places.
Well, that's because you've worked in like mines and shit. Of course you have.
This-
Actually, I don't think. Oh no. There was one mine where they search everybody. They've got like X-ray airport security and shit on the way out.
I know one mine for sure where they didn't.
So that's a no. What do we got? We've got never been searched at a junkyard either or a job site, and mine sites do it. Yeah. But like just regular like other job sites, like not a mine.
No.
No.
Yeah, I have lots.
No. If somebody tried to search me at a job site, they'd probably get punched in the mouth.
I assume they'd warn you beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, if
they
it's
just
like
say,
a part of
"We're
the
gonna
site
check
being
your
like,
bag."
I don't think they just
Indeed.
tackle you from behind with rubber gloves and then like it's on.
They just like walk,
just like
They
tackling you with
walk
your
up
rubber
and they're like,
gloves, fucking,
Let's go, drop
come
it.
here, come here.
Yeah, this
You're
is
gonna
pretty
cavity
common.
search
You should not be surprised if you're getting searched at a job site because I don't think that guy works at the job site.
Nathan Parker says it's usually a lotto and they call it random for searches. Yeah, I know if you go through the like the gold mines, I think a lot of people get searched, like a lot more than regular.
Well, if by regular you mean not where you work, there's
You don't
I
catch
get,
everyone.
I get searched all the time, man.
Okay, so what are they searching for?
I don't know.
Drugs.
Tools, too many earplugs in your bag. Who knows?
I hope they find tools. You're there to work.
I usually call it the lunch inspection.
Who's trying to sneak tools into work?
Like someone will come up and be like, "No, out of work." Also, out of work,
Oh,
because like you're supposed to show up
then
empty-handed.
yeah. I've been searched. I've been searched leaving job sites. Absolutely. I
This
thought
is
you were
what
talking
I'm-
about showing up to work.
Oh yeah, also that they do that too. Which
No,
is-
I've never been
it's
searched
just
showing
weird.
up to work, but I've been searched many times leaving work.
Yes.
That's just the nature of working service. Is you get to
Yeah. Okay.
go
So
in
it's not
random
that
places.
surprising.
No, God, no.
See-
No.
see,
I was gonna say, wow,
many
this is
times.
crazy.
And I've never
Many times.
I've never been searched ever.
You do new construction, no.
Yeah, no, I primarily do construction before. Like if the facility that I'm working in now, if it was active and not, under construction, then yes, then I could see it.
Right.
But chances are I also wouldn't be allowed into most of the areas where anything sensitive would be.
Where are you working now? A lab?
No, a package distribution center for a big shipper.
I remember one time when I got my bag searched. I actually can't say any specifics 'cause I signed a non-disclosure agreement. But there was a room where there was a big box full of files labeled Hell's Angels.
Ah, yeah. Speaking of Hell's Angels, you know why you
Does it
never
look like this?
no, no, it's Amazon is not building a facility in Winnipeg. They're talking
Well, I
about
don't
doing
know.
it.
They own the world.
They're talking about it, but no.
They should. We're
Yeah,
like one of the
see?
central
People
hubs.
searching before, bringing in beer. Yeah, that's legit.
Why do they want to stop that?
Well, because
Like-
they like to suck the fun out of everything.
Fucking pricks.
If you're
Can
going
you
in,
imagine the productivity if you just dropped a 6-pack of beer for every 2-man team?
It's worked for us so many times.
hey man, like midnight
Yeah, I mean,
shutdowns, you gotta get through it somehow.
Yeah, every day's a battle, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely like being back working the shutdown thing. There's like, there's moments where you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? This is crazy.
Why?
I rarely get to work those long shutdowns. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, well, it comes with long amounts of time off, which is also cool. I never question anything when I'm on like the month off,
See, like when I work a shutdown, usually it's like, hey, you got 5 hours, do this thing. And you're like, oh, well, fuck, if anything goes wrong with Hoot. That's usually what I get to do.
Yeah, there's the short-term shutdowns that, have been at least a day or two of prep, so that once everything gets shut down, turn everything over real quick and then you turn everything back on. But
Yeah, no. I don't do too many of those short-term ones.
It's usually an emergency. By the way, Shane, I'm eating fries from your favorite place on earth.
can't be that favorite if he has to fucking think about it.
Shannon's?
It's been a couple years since you worked there.
Since I worked there.
Oh, I get it.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. I was like, Shannon's fries?
Oh, Shannon's all about the fucking corned beef on rye.
Yeah, well, Irish stew for some
Kill
of us.
Kenny on tap.
Mm.
Every time.
You know what?
He knew.
That's the thing about that place. They know how to pour a Kilkenny.
In a cup.
I would hope so. They are an
Well,
Irish
not
pub.
everybody does. They just rush it out. It takes
Yeah,
time.
they just give you an empty cup. They're like, I missed. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, it takes time. You got to let it settle out, add a little more. It's like a whole fucking thing. It's got to sit there for like a couple minutes.
See, yeah, like when you go to England, that because they actually do, proper pub pours like that. It's
Right.
unnerving isn't the right term, but you just feel like you're like, so should I come back in a couple minutes or?
You sit there and you wait.
Yeah. This thing is just stand there and just like stare at the bartender. And you're like, yep, just waiting
So,
for my
how
beer.
about this rain?
Now, do you maintain eye contact and silence the whole time?
Well, usually he's serving other drinks, so that would be even more creepy if you're just like
I'd still try to
following
maintain
him
eye
back and
contact,
forth along the bar. You
Well,
maintain
well,
eye
you get
contact.
Louder?
What's that? Sorry.
Is the volume getting louder?
I can't hear
No.
anything.
I can't.
Already.
I can't hear your family at all in the background.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, good.
It's just you.
It's just me.
Do you even have a family back there? I'm starting to doubt.
Nope.
No.
You're just in a house.
No family here, man.
Yep.
Where was it?
Where was what? What is this big awkward long pause?
No,
Let's go. It's a show. You got to keep talking. All these pauses. You know how
I'm eating
long
fries.
that takes to edit that shit out?
No, there was something that I was gonna say, but I lost it. It just got sucked out of my head.
You were talking about staring at the bartender in the eyes while you're
I
waiting
can fill
for
the
the
silence.
popcorn.
I got a new beard comb today.
Okay,
What?
It's made from the horn of an ox.
I was about to ask which kind of wood it was made out of. Clearly, I was going the wrong direction.
Natural. Like the most natural of natural.
do you have it
In fact,
with you?
It was attached to meat.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's right here. Oh, yeah, I'll put it in my beard so you know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's see this. Wow. Wow.
Oh, look
Of
at
an
that.
ox. That's
Sokka.
impressive.
It's very nice.
What was the name of the ox?
Mike.
Mike.
Or
Mike
Chris?
the ox. No, Mike. I said Mike. Did I say Chris?
I don't know.
I said Mike.
So
Short for Mikhail, of course.
I think there was like a PETA campaign or one of those weird sort of vegan campaigns that people were going around the meat aisle and they were slapping stickers on pieces of meat saying, "Oh, this cow's name was Sandra, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
she was this old and she came from this place and she lived a terrible life or whatever."
See, now I've named my steaks before.
Does
Go
it
on.
make
When I
your steaks better or
When I
worse?
spend like $50 on like 2 or 3 steaks,
Yeah.
I'm naming those steaks while I cook them. Like I spend a lot of money. Sometimes, maybe once or twice a year, I'll dump a bunch of money into some like choice cut fucking steaks, pretty much right off the cow.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. So, how do you... Okay, well, I'm going to ask both of you this. Just, Mac,
Okay.
Mac, you first.
Okay.
How do you cook your steaks? What is the perfect
the s-
way to cook a steak? Like, what's your method?
Now,
Like, from
I'm not
preparation
gonna
to
say it's the perfect
on the grill.
way.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it's the perfect way.
I'm saying what's
because
your
it
perfect way?
depends.
Your perfect
My
way.
favorite way to have a steak is in a pan on the stove and then finish it in the oven.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The
Yep. I'm
the
gonna say it.
the Chef Ramsay method. Okay, I can respect that.
I'm gonna say it. I like it.
Whoa.
Yeah, and this is key. You put that steak on the counter, and you coat it in salt, tons of salt. Let it sit for at least an hour.
Well, you always want your meat to be room temperature before you put it on the grill.
Well, you know that's obvious, but
So-
you gotta salt it. You gotta salt it because that salt's gonna dissolve and draw a bunch, like all the moisture out of the steak. And then once the salt's dissolved, it's gonna soak right back in.
Okay, Shane, how do you cook your perfect steak?
Season, let it sit out for a while. Yeah. Sometimes I take them out at noon. Let them sit in the sun all day.
You marinate?
Well, I'll season them. And then throw them on the counter. And then, medium to high heat, depending on the thickness, about 4 minutes aside. Should be plenty red when you slice it up. It's good to go. On the barbecue, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Barbecue.
So the way
Yeah.
the way I do it, same thing. Grab it, throw it on the old counter. What I've been doing recently is obviously on a plate, obviously.
I was gonna mention that.
Montreal
Like, you
steak,
guys counters is disgusting.
Montreal steak spice, or
Yeah, I mean on a plate. Oh my god.
or spicy pepper
Arguing
medley.
semantics here.
One of the two. Seasoning salt, and occasionally, if I'm feeling spicy, I'll throw soy sauce on it too. Same thing.
Which is ironic considering soy sauce is not that spicy.
Soy sauce.
Well, I never said it was.
Okay, run that back down again. We're listing specific spices here. What do we got?
So it's either Montreal steak spice or spicy pepper medley. Like one of the two spices. Seasoning salt, always. And if I'm feeling spicy, not the steak, then I'll put soy sauce on it as well. Let it sit.
That's too much for me.
Soya sauce.
Let it sit for whatever, an hour or two, and then on high heat.
I could go maybe. It's going to be a little bit of probably debate on how to say this, but Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire. It's sheer. Worcestershire.
I
I worked with an English guy once, and I
Worcestershire.
said Lancashire, and he fucking tore me a new one.
Lancashire.
Well, it depends where they're from too.
Yeah. No, that if you ask me, salt and pepper is the only thing that belongs on a steak.
I use a lot of garlic powder actually.
Cut up some garlic, you lazy prick.
No, because the powder is dehydrated, so it goes right in.
That's right. You see, that's why I don't like
Granulated
doing it on
and
the grill.
Dehydrated.
Because if I do it in the pan, I can put all my flavors in the pan. I don't need any powders. I can do fresh garlic. I can do fresh onion. I can do rosemary. I can do all that kind of stuff. Do that on the grill. Then you have a fire hazard.
Yeah, but when you add water to garlic powder, it becomes garlicky again.
See, instead of don't add water. Do if you're gonna do that,
Or
do it with butter.
Whatever's on the steak.
No,
Moisture.
put garlic butter on the steak.
Semantics.
Anyway, so when I do throw it on the grill, it's for depending on the thickness of the steak, 2 minutes aside, 2 to 3 minutes aside, bang bang, done. No more than 2 flips. On,
So you have thin
1
steaks.
off.
So, do you subscribe to the whole
Whoa.
flipping flipping a certain amount of times?
You throw it on the grill, you flip once, you take it off.
Yeah.
That's it.
the way.
Okay.
So single flip.
See, I don't necessarily believe in that. I think you can flip it as many times as you want, so long as it's even and you get a good sear.
Yeah, as long as it's even, that's fine.
But the people that
Okay,
say you
but-
ruin a steak flipping more than once, fucking.
How thick are these steaks that you're cooking for 2 minutes?
Anywhere from usually 3/4 of an inch when it's at the 2-minute mark. If it's more than an inch, a 3-minute mark.
An inch.
Yeah. So
You
not
gotta buy thicker steaks, Kev. You're cheating yourself.
if I'm not buying the steaks, like I don't buy the steaks. My wife buys the steaks. Because if I bought the steaks, they would always be fucking like an inch and a half thick.
Yeah, it's a steak.
This is the way.
So
If you're really cooking steaks, you roast a whole cow and just cut the part you want off.
Yeah, let's address some of the comments here. We've got knock its horns or wipe its ass, knock its horns off, throw it on the plate. Yep, that's very rare. The real Nathan Parker. We've also got room temp, steak spice, high heat, 4 minutes aside. Marinate the steaks for 24 hours. Oof.
I know lots.
Nathan has made some delicious food, so
I know lots of people who also do
As
their
long as
steaks
you're
on the
not
sous
buying
vide.
low quality boot leather and trying to marinate it into being good, because that's not the way to do it.
those steaks have their place though, in sandwiches.
Steak sandwiches. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you, Mac.
Got a steak sandwich with some au jus going. There you go.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's juice.
Okay.
All right. Well, what do you say? Quick,
I got a pee and I'm out of beer.
deviation here. Yep.
Yeah,
we gotta
we'll,
reload.
Take a quick break. We will be right back.
Yep. 5 to 10.
Place all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken. But I can only wish you well. Can't replace all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken. But I can only wish you well. When I am the one in the bad time. And I'm not about to let myself come undone. Come I won't be abandoned. Won't come undone. Won't come undone. Tell me a lie to keep me in line. You swear it's a sign, but it's the torture to rise. Uncover your eyes, see what's outside. Eventually we'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I defy? And what if I could see you? Like I saw you the whole time. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Poison my mind. You'll never be satisfied. can say anything you like. Go on, give it your all. What if I believed you? What if I could? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to play. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Go on, give it your all tonight. Oh. That's not it.
Oh, we are the drugs, and we're the chemicals holding on to us. We'll never get enough. Round me up now, I'll breathe you in. You are a fire burning up while I pretend I'm getting high. You crash into my veins till I go, till I go, till I go. Suffocating my brain till I fall, till I fall, till I fall. Oh, we are the drugs, and we're the chemicals holding on to us. We'll never get enough. Drown me out now, count back from 10. We're both going under in this craving, like I depend on your so-called medicine. Crash into my veins till I go, till I go, till I go. Suffocating my brain till I fall, till I fall, till I fall. Oh, we are the drugs, and we're the chemicals holding on to us. We'll never get enough. You crash into my veins till I call, till I call, till I call. Oh, we are the drugs, and we're the chemicals holding on to us. I'm suffocating, suffocating. We're suffocating, suffocating. We're suffocating. Oh, we are the drugs. We'll never get enough.
Oh, so bit of a recent development. You remember we were talking about having new boots recently, or I was, anyways.
I don't remember you getting new boots, but I've been thinking about getting new boots. But
Yeah,
tell us
so
what.
I did.
Yeah.
And do you remember when we were in the army, there were SWAT boots,
Yeah, I do remember.
and they were great.
Yeah.
Everyone was a big fan of them. I actually ended up buying some SWATs for work boots.
Now, do these SWATs do they have rubber toe caps?
No, it's like leather toe cap.
Okay.
No rubber toe cap. It's like I don't think it's real leather. It's like a synthetic black material that resembles leather, let's say.
Yeah. For well, if I remember, if I'm thinking, so did you just get like the standard CSA like army ones? Like base.
No, they make like composite toe, electrical, the whole nine.
Oh, okay. But they look like the army boots.
They're
though.
like wearing a running shoe,
See,
just like the other ones.
and I've actually been looking at maybe switching to Merrell's because I've seen a lot of like the hiking boot manufacturer. Because I've
Yeah.
seen a couple guys wearing Merrell's at work, and they say that they're super comfortable. I mean, they're like 250.
Merrell's, eh?
Yeah, the the hiking shoe or the hiking boot company.
I used to have Merrell's back when I lived in BC, but I haven't had any for a long time.
Yeah, that's the hiking boot, or I guess the regular, boot that I wear out with, when I'm wearing jeans and shit like that. I don't have cowboy boots or biker boots or anything like that. So
You should probably get some.
I was looking at I was actually looking at cowboy boots. I don't know, probably about 6 to 8 months ago, but
Yep.
but the old lady, she wasn't really receptive to the whole idea.
Yeah.
Mac,
That's-
Mac, what
That's not uncommon.
we're talking about new work
He's
boots.
back.
What so if you were gonna have if you had to go out and buy a work boot right now that you wanted to wear, specifically for comfort, what brand do you think you would go? I'm
Red
looking
Wing.
at Red Wing.
Oh.
See, I'm thinking of
Mark over here.
getting Merrell's, like the from the hiking boot manufacturer.
Okay. No, wait. Are we talking like long-term comfort or comfort right in the moment?
Merrell's, yeah, they're good. They're good as shoes. I've never had any work boot Merrell's.
Yeah, and a lot of people that or at least the guys on site, because I think there's 2 guys on site, the site that I'm working at right now, they wear Merrell's and they love them.
It depends on the shape of your foot too. That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's true.
That's a tough question. It's a really tough question.
The SWATs, though, just like in the army, they are way more comfortable than in any other boot I've worn. They're super light, especially compared to my Red Wings.
Yeah.
They're like half the weight or less. Easy.
I like a heavy boot personally.
See, I like some weight. Yeah, I like some weight to my boot, but I also don't want them to be steel toes. So that's why the boots that I wear are they're aluminum toes. So
That's useless.
what? It's the same thing.
It's
the
not.
same
Aluminum is not the same thing as steel.
No, it's not, but it's also not the same thing as composite either. But
No,
they,
it's steel toes all the way.
Composite is a clear win.
but they still have the same ratings.
It's true. They have to if they want to be CSA.
Like the only thing that for me, because I'm not a heavy duty trade, At least or not working heavy duty. At least I'm not working
Yes,
heavy duty industrial.
He's finally starting to come around.
I'm not
to
gonna
it.
worry. I don't have to worry about a fucking I-beam falling like over and like crushing my toe. Like
That's a legitimate
Yeah.
fear sometimes.
Yeah, but whether
4-inch
you
rigid
steel,
pipe maybe, but
aluminum,
that's
or
about it.
composite, when that giant chunk of steel drops on the end of your boot,
You're
there's
losing
gonna
some
be a
toes.
mess. Yeah, it's gonna be messy.
If anything, those toes, the composite maybe not so much, but like aluminum and steel probably for sure, they might do more damage to your foot than they will protect, depending on what falls.
Yeah, depending, but chances are, I'm not gonna come across it. At least in my day to day, right? So
You should try it. It's fun.
just, just
It's a real,
No.
it's a real adrenaline high when you know you could just lose a limb at any moment or fall to your death.
That's what it is every day, though, all day. For most of us, anyway.
Apparently
there,
not, Kevin. You should try it though. Try the industrial.
there,
Yeah,
no,
all it
there
takes
are.
is some scaffolder to drop a tube from 300 feet up, and
Here's a fun question actually on the topic of scaffolding.
yeah.
Let me
bad
just
it
let me
is.
just point out quick that a tube falling from 300 feet, your steel toe boots aren't going to save you.
They will
Neither
if
is
you're
your
not
hard
standing
hat.
anywhere near the tube.
Yeah, so the problem is it's always red or yellow taped, right, when they're working. The problem is it drops 20 feet of that 300 feet, hits a handrail, and ricochets
Yeah.
at 150 feet out.
Yeah, you don't know where the fuck that
Projectile
thing's going.
motion.
What were you saying, Max? Sorry.
Yeah, so it was a brief conversation we had on site, and I don't think any of us actually had the same answer. This was just last week, I think. How high do you go on scaffolding before you get it engineered?
What do you mean? What I don't understand the question.
Well, like, because we all know there's such a thing as a red seal and scaffolding, and they erect engineered scaffolding.
Isn't it like
All scaffolding is engineered, Mac. I don't understand the question.
At what point do you need an engineer to tell you how to set up your scaffolding on a building? Any fucking monkey can go ahead and put the blue shit together, but how high are you allowed to go before it needs to be engineered?
Like you're saying with the tube and clamp.
Any of it. Anybody can put tube and clamp together. I could build you three decks of tube and clamp, no problem. But am I
you're not
allowed to?
certified?
I would say
I go
any
0 feet off the ground unless it has a tag on it.
any more than 2?
See, I went with. I remember 3 for some reason. I'd like
So
the
you
blue.
guys are both given the wrong answer.
The blue stuff at least. Okay, well, you don't need a fucking engineer to tell you're allowed to set up 3 sets of the blue stuff, whatever that style is called. I can't remember what that style's
modular.
called. The
I'm
modular.
talking
yeah.
about the modular scaffolding.
Yeah, you don't need an engineer to tell you're allowed to put up a single layer or a single level of the modular scaffolding. That is
Oh,
false.
absolutely.
No, you don't. You can rent that stuff from United
No,
Rentals.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing
Yeah,
with
so like, at what point do you need an engineer?
I would
Pass
say
3
2
levels.
levels. I would say 2
So
levels.
3 levels.
Yes,
right?
yes, 3 levels. So past 2. 2 or more.
See, I say I can go 3 without an engineer.
And what's the answer?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
We all had different answers.
3 levels, yeah. You're allowed to put 3 levels up. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not a
can-
scaffolder, so I couldn't. If anybody knows any scaffolders, any Red Seal scaffolders, or anybody who does scaffolding for a living,
Is it a red seal? I don't think so.
well,
It's
okay.
it's a certification.
If there is a red
Oh,
if there is a Red Seal for being a parts person, there's probably a Red Seal for building scaffolds. Because
I
you
think
gotta think,
they're technically carpenters.
No, I don't think they're carpenters. I think they fall under the carpenters union.
It's just like millwrights under the ironworkers union.
Nathan Parker says it is pre-engineered, so you can go as high as you want. See, and I don't really, I don't believe that because when
Yeah. It is. It's all engineered. That's why you can build it.
Yeah, but you can't go as high as you want. At some point, it has to be anchored to the building.
They anchor it on the way up.
Yeah, but who decides when and where to anchor it?
Yeah, scaffolder is not a Red Seal trade.
Who says that?
Puts that to bed. Yeah, see? Sam agrees. Part of carpentry.
It's a separate trade, though.
yeah, it is. It definitely is. Because there are plenty of scaffolders out there who
Oh,
do
hold
not
on.
know
I need
how
to
to
respond to this text.
who do not know how to wield a fucking hammer other than to, loose it off the shit from their scaffold.
I was gonna say if I ever see a scaffolder erecting scaffolding with a hammer, I'm not going on that scaffolding. That is not how scaffolding is built.
Yeah, and I would agree that it is pre-engineered, but to a certain point, because if you have one of these giant scaffolds that actually have fucking stairs and people are going up and down them, and they're carrying material up and down them and all doing that because they all have weight ratings, and it would have to be calculated to what height, to what width that it would have to be. How much it would have to be tied off. Like that would have to be engineered.
Because I would go so far as to say that with the tube and clamp, myself personally, if I wanted 2 levels of tube and clamp scaffolding, I would erect 2 levels of tube and clamp scaffolding, and I wouldn't ask anybody about it. I would rent X amount of pieces from United Rentals, and I'd put it up.
The wrong answer again.
This is a pickle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can go pretty high with it.
With
as far as the rules go, it's like for every whatever you go up, it has to be anchored or supported from the bottom X amount, etc.
Yeah, Nathan Parker said 3 levels and it needs to be tied off. So probably every.
And he also said, "I'm just guessing."
I think he
I know
says
Nathan. We're always just guessing.
I think he
Oh,
I think he
time.
says I'm just guessing about the pre-engineered, so you can go as high as you want. I think he's guessing on that part.
See, I don't think that's true. I think I'd get shit on hard if we replaced out the safety
Whack
game and I had
damage gross
7
tonight.
levels of modular put up without an engineer's stamp on it.
I mean, you can do whatever you want as long as you don't get caught.
Okay, well, we're not talking about that, though. We're not allowed to talk about that because we don't just do whatever we want. We do everything by the rules, remember? Because this is on the internet forever.
Yes. I completely 100% agree.
I can't see you, but I assume you're doing some kind of weird hand motions.
I don't understand what's happening. Sorry, flat guns are out tonight on the home front. I don't know. I did something wrong. Yeah, back to scaffolding though.
It's just a mess all around tonight, isn't it?
Wrong again.
Speaking of flat guns, and it's not trade related, but it's just a quick little side. Was watching Midway, that Roland Emmerich World War II Battle of the Pacific movie. What a piece of shit.
The new one.
It is fucking terrible. Absolutely
I thought
terrible.
it was all right.
No, well, it's just
I mean, I'm not a highfalutin movie critic like some people and their friends around here, but I thought it was all right.
Okay, let me put a little. I fucking love the movie Battleship, and you know how and you know what that movie is.
Didn't that
Yes,
movie
I
get
know.
torn to shreds?
Yes,
Yeah,
I love
know
that
what
movie.
That movie is.
And I think it is a far superior water combat movie than Midway is.
Now, to be fair, I think that the expectations you had going into these movies is playing a big role in how
Well,
good you see them.
probably, yeah, Mac's right.
Because like you went into, I'm gonna assume you went into Battleship assuming this movie's gonna suck, and it was
It's
better than you
based
thought.
off of
You're
a
like, this
board
movie's
game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But
No,
you're going, and then you go into Midway. You're like, this movie's gonna be rad. It's gonna be totally accurate. It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be like I'm there. And you were like, it's not like I'm there. This is just a movie. And so that made it suck in your mind.
no, it's
Yeah.
no, it just
Which,
sucks.
like, I think probably for the record, Midway, IRL, generally sucked.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
What I have learned is that as far as historical accuracy, it's for all the events that happened, it's close, but the acting is terrible. The CGI is even worse. But that's neither here or there. Well, but you know what? Hold on. Segue.
I feel like that is.
We're already
part
on a
of your
segue.
rating.
I'm segueing again. Speaking of things that are fucking terrible, Milwaukee.
Oh geez, Tequila,
No.
Taylor Swift,
Tequila.
New Age Rock.
Whoa.
You
Taylor
were-
Swift's all right.
You were naming things that are awesome.
Puppies.
Okay, now you're just getting crazy. No, Milwaukee driver bits.
Milwaukee does suck.
Yes.
Absolute dog shit.
Just
I
end
thought
the
you were going to
segue
say
there,
the new laser system.
which isn't revolutionary at all.
No, it's not revolutionary, but we don't have to talk about that.
This stems from a group chat post there. How long ago was that?
So I posted on Instagram, whatever, a couple weeks ago.
Or Instagram.
Well, yeah, I posted it in the group chat, and then I also posted it on Instagram to tell people how fucking mad I was. I
Do it
went
for the gram.
I went through 3 number 2 square bits within a week and a half.
I'm sorry. What size was that?
Number 2 square.
Number 2. So it is in fact number 2 and not number 8.
Well, I'm just
Number
going off by
2.
what it says in the packages, but yes,
Number 2, Robertson?
yes, number 2 Robertson.
Okay.
I don't-
As
I don't
long as
know.
you're saying number 2.
Yeah, I
Set the
don't.
record straight.
I think it is. I don't know if they can actually say Robertson anymore because it's probably copyright. So they just say square.
No, they can say Robertson.
Okay, well, every package just says number 2 square.
Why
Oh,
would they
that's
not be able to say Robertson?
I don't
yeah,
know
the
because nobody
copyright's
does.
on that shape.
Nobody does. Not like nowhere when I'm looking at screwdrivers or I'm looking at bits does it say number 2 Robertson. It only says square. These are
Maybe just for the
square head bits.
Because the screws always say it.
Do they?
I've seen it.
May,
I can't get you a
How come
pack.
everybody is talking about racketeer and I don't know what
Racketeers?
that is?
Racketeers is
That's
something
obviously
we
an
all wish to
electrician
invent.
thing.
Anyways, so in the span of a week and a half, I had 2 heads of bits snap off. I had them strip, and these were the ones that were supposed to be new and revolutionary. The silver-tipped ones with like the carbide dipped whatever. No, they're shit.
I called it. I
You
called
did.
those were trash.
You-
we
they
talked
are-
about this a year ago.
They are 100% trash. So I posted it on social
I
media,
called it.
and I said,
$5.
"These are absolute dog shit. I'm fucking more than I am more than disappointed.
That's a tough rating.
I am more than disappointed." Milwaukee immediately messaged me, and I was like, "Hey, well,
Really?
let's take care of this."
Well, this is new. What?
And yeah, so
Milwaukee messaged you.
yeah, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll replace the bits." And I
You
haven't
don't want that.
I haven't. Well, that's the thing. I haven't responded to that email because I'm like, why the fuck would I want these shitty bits again? They're just gonna
I'll tell
break.
you what to respond with.
And then no, but so what I'm gonna put in the email is that I will take the
chips.
replacements absolutely, but if they break or if they shear again, I am gonna go on fucking blast. So
No. You tell them to keep those fucking replacements because they clearly need those pennies to throw it at their R&D department.
around the same
gonna-
time, I got a message from a rival manufacturer. I got a message from a German manufacturer that I use for my insulated screwdrivers.
Yeah.
Weehaw messaged me and said, "Hey, oh, sorry that you had a bad experience with your Milwaukee bits. Would you like to try our bits? And I'm
Wow.
like,
So it's like you're on Instagram, you're throwing up a breakup post, and like this, oh, this is a perfect time to slide right into the DMs.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So should be getting those Weehaw bits in the mail in the next couple weeks. And
See,
I'm
there's a reason nobody messages the podcast about that kind of stuff because they know we're just going to shit all over those bits.
and
Yeah.
I told them, I was
Especially
like,
me,
you know what?
me, Millwright, smashing him with the hammer.
Yeah.
Don't know what to do with this.
These are supposed to be impact rated.
I said that I will give them a fair shake, and I will, come back on both on social media and on the podcast. I'll say I'll say, I will give them a fair shake.
I don't know if
And
I
let
trust
everybody
your,
know.
Your workload to be heavy enough.
Yeah, for real though.
If they survive better than the current DeWalt bit that I'm using right now, which is probably, I mean, the thing is rusted to shit, but I can tell it's a DeWalt bit. That thing is still going strong. It's probably 2 years old. Wonderful.
Fucking A, right?
No problems. Let's see whether the German manufacturing is good.
Say, now, you remember
You know
when
what?
we...
There's another German brand that I just found out about that guys have been talking a lot about. Stahl Willie. You guys heard of these guys at all?
No,
I feel like
no,
you're
I-
saying that wrong.
I
It's supposed to be steel. It's STAHL.
No. Never
Well,
heard
I don't speak German. I don't know how to fucking say shit.
Anyway, real quick before we continue with that, I just want to point out, if you go back in the podcast episodes, I said that those Milwaukee bits would shatter.
I know you did. Yeah,
That's true.
absolutely.
He chirped immediately.
I called it. I want that soundbite.
Like I said,
And he was right.
two ends completely they snapped off, and they made the screws that I was putting in, they made them tamper proof.
Yeah. Metallurgy, bitch.
And then the other one rounded out.
What?
Yeah, they rounded out.
Rounded
They
out.
must have lost the carbide somewhere.
That's what I mean. I was like, who, which backcountry shitty third world manufacturing processes are you guys using?
You know
Tin.
that
It's
carbide's
made
coming
from
from a
tin.
dude with carbon and a 4-pound hammer.
Yeah.
Just hitting it. Like, that looks like carbide. It's not crumbling to dust.
It's like the McDonald's adverts would be like, oh, all our burgers are made with 100% pure beef, and it's actually
Canadian beef. Yep. 100% Canadian
oh yeah,
beef.
100% Canadian beef, and it was actually the company name that was called 100% Canadian beef. It's like,
Yes.
oh yeah, no, this is 100% carbide, and that's what it is. It's just like the shitty.
Joe Exotic got someone to slip a burner phone in their ass to get YouTube in jail.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Exotic, who is currently
That's awesome.
down in our chat. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry to hear about the sexual assault in jail that you suffered.
Yeah.
What
That's
fuck?
not cool. Oh, Mac, have you not been following this?
No.
Hello?
Hello? Nobody can hear that but you. It's
Yeah.
fake. It's in your head.
There's whistling and banging and treat bags shaking.
It's in your head. Who the fuck is Joe Exotic?
What do you mean, who's Joe Exotic?
The Tiger King. Hello.
Never seen that.
Mac, Daddy.
Have you never heard
I've
anybody
of it,
say
never seen
that bitch Carol Baskin?
it. I've heard of Carol Baskin. I
Okay,
don't know what
well,
she did. People hate her.
Carol Baskin is Joe Exotic's nemesis, or one
Yeah.
of Joe Exotic's nemesis.
Like Batman and Joker.
Nemesis.
Yeah. So imagine that Joe Exotic is Batman, and then there are multiple players who are all villains, except at the end Batman lost, and now Batman is in jail for 22 years.
Okay, so
Yeah,
So Carol
except
Baskin's more like
Batman
Bane.
probably isn't Batman either, though.
Joe Exotic is the Batman that we've all wanted and that we've all needed.
Yeah,
refuse to watch that
Tiger King got me through 3 days of the COVID break, for sure.
you were going nuts.
That was a lot of non-productivity for me.
That those 2 months of like the strict lockdown. Well, at least for some of us, because I mean
Nah.
I was laid off during that time, so it was basically strict lockdown for me.
Yeah,
I worked.
I paid a guy, but he forgot to kill her.
So that's so Mac, because you aren't familiar with the Joe Exotic story. Basically, the reason why Joe Exotic is in prison right now is because he was convicted of hiring a dude to go kill Carol Baskin, but he didn't go do it.
Did he actually forget? Was he like, oh man, I have 250 grand all of a sudden?
I
No,
think
it was for like
yeah.
$4,000.
$4,000.
Something
That's
like that.
cheap, man.
Yeah, well, $4,000 American, so
It's still cheap.
So that's what, like 5,500
Have-
Canadian.
Haven't we talked about what
you
the
could
human
get
life is
somebody-
worth at work? Isn't it
you
worth
could
like
get somebody whacked in Winnipeg for $4,000 easy. Come on.
You could get somebody whacked in Winnipeg for a freaking gram of meth and like a pack of smokes, probably.
Yeah.
Whether it
It doesn't need
probably
to be
wouldn't be
real meth.
successful.
it can be fake meth? Yeah, it could just be a bag of crystals or gravel. Bag of gravel.
Those what the shitty crystals that you're the mosquito crystals that you're
Don't talk about
Yeah.
my neighbor. Don't
Your
talk.
neighbor.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Uh,
She still lives there, I think.
Oh, you haven't seen her out? There's no cones outside.
No, she hasn't been outside like screaming at the sky recently either. She might be
that's
dead.
weird.
I can hope.
Oh my god. Yeah,
can hope
she
she's
does
dead.
like to scream at the sky.
Or singing, as she calls it. Fucking stupid cunt.
Go ahead, Mac. Tell us how you really feel.
I hate her.
Mosquito crystals.
Who does that? Who does that?
Yeah.
So Shane, you were asking about the Racketeers.
Yes, the Racketeers.
So Racketeers is
It's a brand of bits, I'm guessing.
no, it's a brand of electrical tools. It's one of those brands. It's
Oh.
like an electrician started this company, and he was making like specialty little, basically just tools that only electricians would use for very, very specific instances.
Oh, it sounds lame.
So
They're actually great.
So yeah, so there's little wire pulling helpers. So you would put this little plastic instrument or whatever. You'd put it on a 4x4 box or whatever, a junction box, and instead of there being an apprentice sitting there feeding the wire in, making sure that it's not going to get damaged, it basically would just go along the plastic of the little insert that you would put there, so that you wouldn't have.
Okay. You can't be explaining what racketeers are without telling what actual racketeers are first.
Okay, Mac, explain what actual Racketeers are first.
Okay, it's a thing where wire goes through.
No. Okay, our actual racketeers are like, it's like these two pieces that attach together into a convenient, easily carryable thing with one hand. You split it apart. You put a rod through any of the like 5 or 6 holes on there, and that's where your spools of wire go. So it's a really, really portable stand for your spools of wire while you're pulling, so it all spools off.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what makes it great, because it weighs like what, 5 pounds maybe, and you can put like 10 spools of wire on there, and nothing will get tangled and nothing gets mixed up, and it's great. All you need,
Yeah.
at most, you might need a guy there unspooling it so it doesn't get, like stripped or whatever going into the connector.
Yes.
It's great. I wish I had invented that.
And it's way better than just doing it
Well,
bareback.
Well, no. What I'm talking about, like, how, say you have 5 spools of wire, right? Just single wires.
Okay, I'm
and they
picturing
all need to go-
5 wires on 5 different spools in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, where do you put those wires so they all wind off?
Oh, you want to wind them together?
Well, you want them all to come off at the same time, and they're all going into one pipe.
Hmm.
Okay, you're pulling these wires into one pipe. So where are those spools going to go? You're going to take a piece of pipe, put it between two chairs? No, you don't have any chairs. You got racketeers. The pipe goes in the racketeers, holds all the spools of wire up, and there you go.
Oh, it holds multiple spools at once. I see.
Yeah, and that's how and they all wind off of that.
Hmm.
Yes.
And now they make bits.
I don't know
Dude,
what else they make.
they make everything.
Interesting.
So
and
one,
they're good, obviously.
so one of the things, one of their popular things that they have right now that they've come up is called the Ferret Wi-Fi inspection camera or cable pulling tool. So basically, you know what fish sticks are, right? Okay. So fish sticks.
That's a fucking stupid question.
What? No, well, no, because
You're asking a millwright what fish sticks are. You know what he's gonna say.
I feel like there was a joke about this once.
So for anybody who doesn't know what fucking fish sticks are probably what, a quarter of an inch wide.
That depends on the fish stick.
Yeah. So
It's a
anyway,
stiff rod you shove into places.
yeah. So they're
Oh, yeah. We had one of those once.
yeah they're the
Uh,
2.5, 3 feet long. They have
Yeah, and
you can
get
screw
them like 20 feet long.
They thread together.
yeah,
they
they,
fit
they all
together,
thread
yeah.
together, right? And they're usually made out of fiberglass, and
Yeah,
you'd use them
never
for
used it. Turned
for-
out it was useless.
yeah, you'd use them for fishing wires up walls, through ceilings, all that stuff. So anyway, what the Ferret is it's a little wireless camera.
Fish?
Huh?
What?
It's a little wireless camera that you actually screw to the end of your fish sticks, so that you can look on your phone and you can see whether you can use it for inspections. You can actually have it
Yeah.
where it has a little hook on the end, so you can fish it into somewhere that you obviously can't get a camera or anything, or sorry, that you can't get your phone up to, like a hole, and see where like a wire or anything is. Then you can hook it that way and pull it out.
See,
That
to me,
does-
that sucks all the fun out of the job.
That does seem pretty sweet, though.
Definitely,
No, I don't like it.
definitely a time saver, and I think they're only like $200, something like that. So for a little wireless camera that is light enough to put on the end of like a little fiberglass fish stick, that's awesome.
No, I like flailing around in the dark too much.
Wireless camera. I've used inspection cameras, but never a wireless one.
What other weird little special tools does Racketeers make? Oh, so Racketeers also makes a cool little thing that I was actually planning on buying. So when you need an extremely like a really, really long drill bit, you can go to Home Depot and you can buy the 5-foot long flexi bits for drilling through studs or drilling through whatever. Like I
Don't
said,
do that. They suck.
my flexi bit actually works
A
pretty well.
5-foot long drill bit?
It's an auger bit.
It's an auger bit.
It's an auger bit, but the 5-foot part is just a thin 1/4-inch rod.
So it's like a spade.
No, it's
Spade
an
No,
auger.
an
bit.
auger bit.
No.
Auger.
Shane,
An
did I
auger
say
bit.
spade bit?
I'm
What did
just
I
checking.
say, Shane? What did I
Auger.
say? So it's an auger bit.
So basically, one of these little kits that Racketeers makes is you can turn anything. You can make your own flexi bits with 3/8 ready rod. So you hook, the drill bit or
Usually
whatever to
when
one
they
side.
flex, that's right before the part where they blow
Yeah.
up.
That sounds like a terrible idea. 3/8 ready rod? That's thick.
Yeah, 3/8 ready rod.
That's too thick. That's not
So you
flexy
just-
at all.
You just clamp your drill onto the 3/8 ready rod,
And on the other
fucking-
side there's a drill bit, and you just keep on trucking. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That sounds like a terrible idea. 3/8 ready rod?
How do you keep it straight?
You don't. It's ready rod.
Yeah, you just you let her buck.
No, bad. Mm-mm. bad. Racketeers is
But
good
how
for
do you have a straight series of holes if you're? This is not making sense.
Say you are drilling through like 3 floors vertically, or not 3 floors, not 3 floors. Yeah, if you're drilling through a bunch of stuff vertically, like a bunch of wood.
Okay.
That way you
And
would
then
have.
you just ram a series of holes down. Doesn't matter where those holes are.
No, it does. They need to be in a line.
Yeah, which is
Say
why.
you're putting a pipe through these holes.
Yeah, but if you're using a chunk of ready rod to go through 3 floors, it's not going to be in a straight line.
Yeah. I don't think this is a good idea.
I didn't mean 3 floors. So that was a Freudian slip because obviously 3 floors are not 10 feet long.
Let's say this, Shane. Let's say Joyce. Let's say you have a finished drywall ceiling, and you need.
But they're not going to be in a straight line.
Yeah, if you're pulling a wire, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just
Yeah.
needs to be a series of holes.
This is just difficult for my millwright brain to wrap around.
In the end, I personally don't think this is going to be a good idea. 3/8 ready rod is too
Probably
thick.
because you're
not
a millwright first.
You know what? It's worth a try.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Like I
I
said-
would build a jig to see how well this works.
Like
I'll try anything once.
like I said, a majority of the tools that they make are for very, very specific applications. For, like every electrician at one point has said, it's like, oh fuck, I wish they made a tool that just did this, and then they were like, oh,
They made
what's
it.
that? Then they make it. Yeah, it's basically it's one of those tool companies.
Except for the drivers, except that they're not as good as Norski.
Well,
What does that mean?
that's a wrap.
That's it? You just ended it right there?
Yep.
Well,
All right.
Any administrative shit we got to get out of the way?
Thanks everybody for tuning in live to this episode 5 of Live and Uncut for On the Tools. Don't forget to go into the Googles, go into the Apples, Spotify's, wherever you can give us a rating, because we did the whole migration from one server to another. A bunch of our shit got deleted, so we don't have any ratings anymore. I think we have 0 stars right now because we have 0 ratings. We had a whole bunch of ratings before, so go back, give us those 5-star ratings. That helps us get found, and then we can eventually have more than a handful of viewers every time we do these shows. And like
I agree.
like Shane
Sounds
said, the stickers are actually coming.
Yes, they are.
100%.
Don't believe them, it's a lie.
They're getting made. Yeah, I don't think I really have anything to add. Been a lack of toolbox, porta potty art, and bullshit job site pictures lately. So if they are out there, we want to see them and share them with the world.
Absolutely. Don't forget to pay very close attention to either our Facebook or our Instagram for when we are doing announcements for when we're actually going to have shows. We're not going to be doing the regular schedule of every second Tuesday. We're at least one of us is always too busy at one point in time, so it's going to be whenever we can actually get together and record together. That's when we're going to be doing live shows. So we
Yeah,
could be
also,
doing
we got to do like a sticker giveaway here.
when we have stickers, we'll do the giveaway.
We gotta do a
All right.
contest, though.
So
A contest.
We gotta do whoever's whoever's like the least faggoty out of all of our listeners gets a free sticker.
we can't use that. We can't do that anymore. Those
Why
are-
not?
How about if you tell us you want a sticker, you can probably get one.
yeah.
Yeah, that works too.
Ooh, or we could do best
he had-
porta potty art.
Yeah, we'll like I said,
Does poop count?
we'll do some photo competitions and stuff like that.
May. Yeah, let's do some photo competitions. That sounds good.
But so when we get the stickers, we'll do some photo competitions, and then we'll figure out some other little competitions that we can also do.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. If that's everything,
That is
I'm
that,
Shane.
Mac.
and I'm Kevin.
This has been episode 62 of the On the Tools podcast.
Peace.
Bye.
Q.